We are going into Champion Select. Welcome back to the Summer Splash Week 5. Then this is the Platinum capped bracket of this tournament. The game that we have up next is the Special Characters, which are over on the red side, versus Tortellini Ordnance, which is over on the blue side. I actually have the tags wrong.
I'm like, either the tags are wrong. I don't remember which side's actually blue side.
No.
Gotcha.
I sat here and put them in, but I seem to have put them on the wrong side.
Not a big deal. We
There
do
we
have
go.
Caitlyn and Cledband away on the side of Totally Ordnance, with Anivia and Jinx being taken away from, I'm assuming, Armadillo and Bromson. A Mumu ban.
Mumu coming out as a ban. I have to imagine that's a targeted ban, right?
it has to
I
be,
don't think it's a super strong power pick.
Like,
but,
a Mumu's not bad, but you have
no,
Sedge,
yeah.
which is a better Amumu. Like, you can engage without dying.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
unless you're just like better at a Mumu,
right.
might as well play Sejuani.
Exactly.
So,
Jace.
banning away the Amumu. Oh, all right. First picking Jace. Probably top lane. I mean, like, theoretically it could flex, but it's
It does
probably
leave
top
Yumi
lane.
open. It leaves Mordekaiser open. It leaves Irelia open.
Sivir. Still a strong AD carry, especially in combination with Yumi.
Probably one of the most disgusting bot lanes, because theoretically, Yumi needs time to scale. She needs levels. She needs Athene. She needs an item.
Oh, once they got them, they've changed over their summoners and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, and she's also kind of got that advantage of, like if they're throwing CC at Sivir, Yumi sits on Sivir, Sivir spell shields the
Exactly.
CC. You have now covered both of your bot laners with
Right.
just one ability.
But so far, Totally Ordnance has a disgusting poke comp between Jace, Karma, and Vel'Koz. That's a lot of damage coming your way from halfway across the screen.
Yeah, and the thing about Vel'Koz is he's so great at finishing off the long range kills, right? With like a Xerath or a Ziggs, it's very dodgeable.
Right.
Longer
laser-
range, but more dodgeable. But like if you hit like a Jace or a Karma, like enhanced blast, and it chunks somebody hard, and Vel'Koz is like a screen away, you can just press R, and you really don't have a lot of options.
No,
it
you
is much
flash or die.
fatter. It's fatter and longer than the animation suggests on it too.
That's true.
And so it is like hard to dodge. He can move it even if you flash. Really good at securing those long range kills.
So, unless they don't,
Hecarim,
I
alright.
expect Hecarim to be banned. I expect to be banned on the other side. I don't think Totally Ordnance wants Hecarim. Like, Hecarim dives the back line, and who does he dive with? Which of those three champions wants to back him up?
Well, Karma could speed boost him, but no,
That's
nobody's going in with him.
Yeah, I think here they need to ban Sedge, because Gragas could be flexed mid or top.
Vladimir gonna get banned away.
Yeah, very good pick. Because, I mean, you as Jace, you want to kill them. You want to force them out lane. You want to make them not exist. You don't want Vlad to be able to pull and run away.
Yeah. Back in the day, Jace
It's
builds were
annoying.
fun when you'd build like tier or something.
Like
Those
the
were good
full-on
old
proper
days.
builds. And now you just go Zoe. I haven't seen
full
Zoe
lethality.
in God.
So Zoe was in last series today, but didn't seem like it was being like incredibly. It didn't seem like it was incredibly impactful.
Right.
Right. Like it still does what Zoe
Needs it to do.
does, where like you hit the bubble and you followed up with a big chunk of burst damage, but it's
There's
not as crazy as it used to be.
And they're just better picks.
and
Like
yeah.
it's not that she got nerfed. That she has been. She's like Lux. I think right now is just better than Zoe. I'm also surprised to see no Lux on the side of Tortellini. I think with something like Jason Vel'Koz, you want the Lux throwing out there over the Karma. With Malphite, Gragas, Sivir, Yumi, they're just gonna run at you. Shauna's trying
They're
to make
just gonna
sure
run
she
at
doesn't
you.
die.
Yeah, and it makes sense. You were talking about how they kind of had this poke comp
Right.
over here, and you had Sivir Yumi so far. You're like, all right, what do we do about the poke comp? We go in. We
exactly.
go in. So you have Sivir ult, speed boost, a Gragas, and a Malphite. They can immediately run in, flash if they need to, and
Absolutely.
immediately put down some disruption at a decent range.
Morgana is open though. I think the play here is you. Oh wait, no, they need a jungler. Zach. Okay.
That seems a little weird with the comp so far,
So that's-
right? I mean, like, you can have Zach go in and you can attack from a range to support him,
Right.
but he's alone.
But the issue is Zach's gonna all in, and then he's gonna all in the Sivir Yumi, and then but Gragas can stop that. Picking Zach into Gragas is dangerous because Zach can do full on stop your engage. I'm sorry,
Gragas, yeah.
Gragas can full on stop the engage from Zach.
Yeah, not to mention that if Sivir spell shields your jump, you're never going to get to follow it up with. He has the new ultimate. I take it back.
I mean, let's
he has the new ultimate,
but it's a disruption. So I guess it could like maybe disrupt the lines, but it's not going to matter because they're going to Malphite Gragas out with the Yasuo, just trying to guarantee.
No. Gragas, Malphite, Yasuo are going hard right into the enemy team, just leaving behind Sivir and Yuumi.
Right.
And it kind of ends up with this comp. They can't really follow up Zac very hard,
Right.
so it ends up being Zac versus Sivir Yuumi, and then Jace, Vel'Koz, Tristana, Karma against Gragas, Malphite, Yasuo.
Right, but see,
and if they can't survive the initial onslaught,
Right. This
they're-
game's going to
they're
come down
toast.
to the early game. If special characters can go even or ahead, I think they win. I think they just win from there. The comp's a lot easier to execute. They have a lot better problems. The only issue is when you pick the push R comp, you have to not int early, because if they lose early to like the Tristana, the Jace, the Vel'Koz, they're never going to engage without being massacred.
Yeah, you
can't-
press R, but then Karma shields everybody.
Right,
You don't do
exactly.
enough damage, and you all get murdered.
Right, like you can't outskill the push R comp, but if the push R comp isn't ahead, you can't really like you can't Gragas ult better, you can't Yasuo ult more better.
You can't.
Like even if you get like a sick 3-man knockup, you have the Karma shield, you have the Zac on your backline. But on the other hand, it's a much easier to execute comp. Special characters can get even or ahead. I think they have a very good chance of winning. But people could also int. So before I start throwing feathers in anyone's caps, yeah.
Nice. Well, I am actually kind of excited to see the Zac and his new ult. I was on like a family vacation, and then I
Right.
was doing some work, and then TFT came out, and so like
TFT
I've
came
been
out.
like pretty sidetracked,
Right.
ever since the Zac changes have come through. So I'm excited
Right.
I finally get to see that
a
ult
lot of
back on.
it's a lot of disruption. It's a decent amount of damage. My only issue is
It's better
again,
sustain. for
better
him.
sustain.
More
You're just
blobs.
you're gonna get stopped by Gragas. Is my
Yeah.
thought process. Like what should happen? Let Malphite Yasuo go in. Let Gragas peel back to stop Zac engaging, and then let Gragas just be the front line. To keep the Sivir Yuumi alive.
Mhm.
But that's also because I'm not a huge fan of the poke comp mixed with the Zac. I think if you wanted this, you don't opt for Jace or Karma. You need another front line there, and
Yeah.
go for a disgusting front to back team fight comp.
No, yeah, and they are. I mean, Jace is like kind of mid range when he's not poking, but they're like it's a pretty long ranged comp. And
It
then they
is.
threw in Zac, who is not
Right.
really a frontliner. Like, I mean, he is.
Right, he's tanky. He's
but,
in the front.
but he
he's not
kind of just throws himself
Right.
at the enemy team and then sits in their team.
Right.
He's never, and he's not effective at frontlining for your team.
right with the new Let's Bounce. I wonder if he can do it a little bit because he
Maybe.
forces them off. But
He can just kind of be like a wall. that
exactly.
bounces
But I'm
you
still
back.
concerned about the Malphite just ulting right through him with the last breath follow it. Just to follow it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to see. It's gonna come down to
It's just like when you have like a Maokai, right?
Right.
Or a Nautilus or a Poppy. They stand in front,
right.
and their job, they do disruption, but it's to keep people, just back
right.
or to lock someone up long enough for someone on your team to secure the kill or whatever.
Right.
But with Zac, you're just your whole kit is just jump in and bounce around, right? I mean,
True.
like you have like a little bit of CC with the Q and the E
But he's
and
also
the R, but
really hard to
it's
kill.
all disruption.
Like,
He is.
if
He
Zac-
has a lot of sustain.
If Zac doesn't get pressured early, and of their team comp, they're gonna need to build the Executioner's Calling fairly early, just because they deal with both the Karma healing with Athene's, the heal from just on himself, and then Zac's passive healing is insane. Come mid late game, again, but the only problem is you picked a very early game style like team comp, and then threw a Zac
Going
in.
into game. Yeah, and then through Zac in. So we'll have to see how that works out for him.
Yeah, and then let's take a quick look at runes.
All right, we've got Summonary on Jace. That's pretty typical against like a melee matchup, right? Like it
Yeah,
gets
like-
you a little bit of extra damage pretty regularly
'cause
on those free autos.
Malphite's gonna have a lot of harass, a lot of poke into the Jace because he's gonna Q and walk away. Which why Malphite took the Arcane Comet.
Yeah, he did take Arcane Comet, which is so nice for him since his poke's also slow. So
Right, like, it just
it
guarantees
usually will
damage.
lock you into
Absolutely.
taking that damage.
Extra crispy, running a very standard
Gragas
ignite
going
heal.
AP. Well, I guess I say that
right.
he took execute. I assume that means he's going AP.
Yes and no.
But
So-
it's still good.
Right, like even if he opted, even if he wants to go tank, you go electrocute for the early damage, or even Dark Harvest. You could go Predator, and I think into their team comp, you want Predator to get early pressure into your lanes. All in all, though, this is going to come down, I think, to the early game and how well both teams ward and play around vision, because Tortellini Ordnance has a lot of immediate damage between the Raven Christ and Bromson's just full on burst. But at any point, oh wait, I remember the pancakes. He has a really unfortunate habit of building 3 health potions.
Oh goodness.
Yeah,
He did it again.
I think he's done it every
I love
game.
how you go, oh wait, I remember pancakes.
Yeah, because I think I comment on it every game I happen to cast that he's in. Looks like Tortellini Ordnance going for the invade down the middle lane. They're actually not going to be seen because Gragas is a little bit too slow, which means Yasuo can be in a lot of trouble here. There's a reason you don't. The only problem is what do they engage with? Oh, he's dead.
Well, he sees it.
He's
Zed
been
will
seen.
have the slow. He hits the enhanced slow. They're on top of him. He flashes away. They're going after him. The bomb is gonna. That might not. I don't know if it would have killed the bomb on its
It
own.
definitely would have. There was no universe
All
where
right,
Scar
so-
survives that one.
Okay, so with that in mind, that was gonna kill him. A little bit of a wasted flash from Raging Armadillo, but you know
Yeah, and then that's the
they
last.
do end up getting first blood onto the AD carry.
Yeah, but
That's good.
it's an excellent reason why you don't. That's why you said why the 5-man spread is as it works. Really good for a Jamado though. They get to have the extra bit of damage in lane, but extra sustained into that really disgusting poke lane. Though the lack of flash on the Raven Christ is going to really hurt. I think at this point Pancakes just commits to living top lane for 5 minutes because Jace can't run. Like there's no flash
Nope,
over the
you're right.
wall.
He can't.
There was only doom and death.
Yeah, even though Tristana doesn't have the flash, does still have shield and speed boost from Karma, does still
the
have the
rocket
rocket
jump.
jump.
Yep.
Yeah, so still some options. Jace, not near as many options in that
Right.
situation. So maybe focusing on him.
Yeah, I'm gonna take back what I said about Gragas living top lane. By not taking W, he's gonna be losing a lot of effectiveness on his first camp.
Oh, he started with the Q.
He started with the
I
Q.
saw that. Yeah. He was waiting for that. I didn't think about that though. But that
Yeah.
will slow him down a little bit, make him take a little more damage.
Yep, bit of harass here in the bot lane. You be trying to prop that shield with Vid, trading a little bit too aggressively, and that
Nice job getting through the minions there.
absolutely.
Good
And that
poke
goes
on the
both
mid.
ways. Both supports weaving the skill shot through the minions. Right now, we also Greg is opting to go blue wolves into his chickens. I'm
He's just
assuming
trying to get poke in where he can. They're actually, I mean, it's still early. You know, Sever will pick it up, but currently getting shoved in by
Absolutely.
Tristana passive and Karma Qs.
Yep, gotta love it. The old standby. Skelly getting shoved in by Jace, which is, I will admit, unexpected.
It's a little unexpected. It's also a little dangerous for Jace here to be shoved in without flash, like you mentioned.
Right, like I didn't think.
Might be easy to. Shield comes out a little bit late there.
A lot of damage going, but so far not really able to find the. They're not really able to hide in the minions, so they're just getting consistently harassed by Extra Crispy. And with with both combat sums and TP available, Raging Armadillo, I feel actually made a mistake here by taking the heal, because it means you are opting. You need to kill them, and you need to kill them twice, because otherwise they like you kill the lane once, and they come back with TP. You don't really lose too much. So they're gonna have a hard time dealing with that. Gragas actually opting to the bot side, hoping to take advantage of this flash to Tristana.
Yes, and it looks like they're going to be able to make it work. Raging Armadillo is still so deep. He is getting really close to getting Sivir. He does get the kill. He gets the reset. He rocket jumps away. Vid is now trying to root Pancakes. He doesn't quite get the root. He's going to get slowed up by Yuumi. It looks like, yeah, it hops out, gets the passive refreshed, and puts the shield onto Pancakes. They're going to get away. I was like really concerned for Raging Armadillo because he was so deep still, but because Sivir was more focused on getting
Karma.
farther along the, it was
Yep.
really just more like focused on moving down the lane, right? Like
Yep.
he's like, oh, he's not paying attention, I'm gonna get behind him. But then while you were getting behind him, he was getting free autos on you
Right,
the
and-
entire time.
With Press the Attack and Tristana
Yes.
Bomb and Darth Niner actually failing his spell shield, not stopping the rocket jump slow or the bomb going off, finish the
Yeah.
execute. But Darth Niner not actually burning the teleport, just opting to walk back to lane. Not gonna lose.
It's a little nice little thing about Yuumi, you know? You just have one person take teleport, and they both get... Oh, Revencrist might be in trouble here. Whoa! I mean, Malphite was out of mana, to be fair, but still, he was going very low in those minions.
Chasing into some really deep minions is a bit of an interesting decision, as they say.
Whoa, Vid might be in trouble here.
Yeah, so far they haven't really quite grasped the hidden minion strategy. They're trying to dive Malphite, and I have to say I have mixed feelings on the topic. Gragas is looking to repeat gank bot side or take the dragon because they have spotted Thunderstorm in the top side.
All right, he has moved with his body slam into the enemy jungle. Whoa, the dive is onto Skelly. I was staring at the mini map. Thunderstorm is gonna go down. They do get the kill onto Skelly. Vid might be going down here as well. He gets caught out while trying to back. Extra Crispy pokes him. Here comes Pancakes. He's going on to Raging Armadillo, who's gonna leap to safety. They don't finish off either of them. Yeah, wow, I was just staring at the minimap like, what is Gragas doing? And then I look back to the center of the screen, directed camera pulls us to the top lane. Malphite, Skelly, gets dove by Thunderstorm and Revenchrist there. Thunderstorm burns the passive, but they do get the kill, so that's pretty good for them.
They secure the cure, and Skelly actually lost a fair amount of minions there because the wave was crashing, so really good gank all in all, and I think they got one tower plate for the Jace.
Yeah, that's a huge gold swing. He's got 2 assists. He's got a pretty large CS lead at the moment, and he got a turret plating. So he's going to walk back to lane and save the teleport as well, just in case something goes wrong. So really, you know, setting himself to be in a really good spot. You know, walking back to lane, fair lead here, and he's going to have his teleport available. So he'll be in a really good spot. Sometimes you can like really throw away a lead, right? As a top laner, you get ahead right there, and you're like, I'm going to teleport back and keep on the pressure.
Yeah.
And while like maybe like once in a while that actually works out for you, and you pressure them off and set them even farther behind. But more often than not, you might just get ganked because now you've shown a little bit of success.
Right.
They come back up to gank you.
And you blew.
Now you're dead and you have no teleport.
Exactly.
And then you get set back way more than you might have had to otherwise.
Speaking of that, Gragas has nothing to do with the top side aside from visit the Ravenchrist, and with Skelly having the unstoppable force.
Oh, not to mention, there's also the mental game of if you teleport back, they say he doesn't have TP, gank him.
Exactly.
And as long as you have TP, you are less likely to get ganked.
That's true, but
It's just the
Ravenchrist
mental
does
game.
have his, which is comforting for him. But so far, Skelly not able to really compete at all with the Ravenchrist. She's getting harassed and poked off the lane. Pancakes through OP not really doing too much. Like he doesn't have an upgrade. Jungle Item doesn't have boots.
Oof, good poke on the vid. Sorry, not to interrupt.
No, you're
just
good.
throwing it in as a.
No, I was just waiting. You're good, dude. Good amount of damage going down, though. So far, Vel'Koz actually shoving in successfully to Skarl, and
Which can be tough sometimes against a Yasuo.
Yeah, and I feel
Free
like
Qs all day.
And I feel like they've made Pancakes so far not really impacted the map. Like he kind of walked bot lane, missed up his E, so didn't stop just on a rocket jump. And Zax's made 2 ganks.
Yeah.
And put on pressure on the map. He successfully.
One of them was a dive.
And he's so far out successfully like
Farming too.
which is just awkward. Gragas clears camp so effectively.
And you know, and that might be part of what you were talking about earlier, right? He didn't start with what the usual clearing ability was, and with the 3 health potions, of which he still has 1, it seems.
Yeah.
So maybe not as necessary as you'd think.
I mean, that's
as he'd think.
As he'd think. There you go. Gragas really desperately needs that level 6 to get the free gank on the Braum Sun, because he used the explosive cask into the last breath, and they're basically just dead.
Yeah.
So
I know Electrocute has a very strong case for it, but I just think Predator Gragas is funny. He's so fast.
It's significantly better, but
funny.
Just funny. Okay.
I said funny.
Whoa!
Tristana goes over the blast cone. Might be in trouble. Has to ult away Darth 9. Pancakes gets a little aggressive. He sees that there are several members on the other side of this wall, though. He's not going to try to pursue the kill, despite having the backup of Yuumi. Wow, went really hard there, but then had to ult to get back out to safety.
He's like, guys, I got this. Wait a minute. We're dead.
All right, bit of poke onto Raging Armadillo there. But yeah, no, I just think Predator's more fun, right? Like that's what I was saying.
Gotcha.
I know there's a very strong case for Electrocute, but
I think
seeing the fat man run incredibly fast is quite entertaining.
That's fair. Yeah, and so far, level 6 only hit the Raging Armadillo in the bot side. Vid obliterating the wave, which isn't bad. Like, they have decent warriors, they're forcing them to shove up. Hopefully, they can get this dragon they were desperately trying to find out earlier that was shoved off of.
Ooh, poke's not going to land that time. Every time that misses, it's a small victory. Small victory.
And usually the idea is that, like, you either have to dodge the extra kiss Yumi's Q or eat the boomerang.
Revenchrist sees that Malphite is running in on him as he goes for that ward. Whoa! Thanks for all the subs, fam. I guess psycho, but thank you, fam, for the subs.
Ooh, Armadillo getting
Raging Armadillo. Oof. I feel like he's been very focused on CSing, and, you know, he's up 11 CS, but he has been eating a lot of skill shots in the process.
Yeah,
and he might be dead now. He burns the heal. He's getting hit. He is going to flash and rocket jump away. Here comes Thunderstorm and Bromson here to help. A lot of CC going down onto Darth9. Extra Crispy jumps out trying to get away, and he's going to succeed. He escapes, but that almost killing rate. Oof, nice flash away from the Malphite ult there. Saving him most likely. That was going to lock him up as Gragas showed up. Yeah, he probably dies, but he flashes away there. Gonna save himself from that gank. That's nice. Raging Armadillo almost goes down there to a nice missile from Extra Crispy and some nice follow-up from Sivir. However, Thunderstorm and Next Bromson were there. It was all a bait.
It was all a bait.
And they CC up Darth Niner through the spell shield, take him down. Extra Crispy escapes, but
Bromson with a really good roam and not actually losing too much with the teleport.
Oh.
They have not caught none of the fact. There we go. It's warded. Darth Niner and Extra Crispy actually having a huge miscommunication there. Darth Niner flashed to the side to execute Tristana with the with Yuumi ultimate. And he's dead. Oh, he knows he's dead too.
He knows he's dead, so he's trying to go for Skelly. Skelly's gonna flash away. Revan Christ! Oh! He gets it! That was Scorch! Scorch and summon Airy after the Q. It's exactly enough damage.
And his flash, and he loses the whole wave.
Wow, Skelly misses the wave, dies, burns the flash. Revan Christ gets everything he wants there. He gets the kill and just wastes Puncake's time.
Yeah, basically, like, he's dead. Like, he's dead regardless. But this way, he literally loses. That's, like, best case scenario for him by a mile.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly what he wanted. You know, like, yeah, he died, but he got everything he wanted there in that situation.
And Skelly finishing up with the Frozen Gauntlet, but Jace has Black Cleaver. I don't think he cares too much.
It looked
Dragon
like,
being started up.
It looked like that Karma Shields have now outscaled the missile damage. Unless that might have missed, and I could be confused, but it looked like it hit onto Karma after the shield came down.
It is entirely possible. Extra Crispy
meaning
has
at the moment, not a lot of damage from Yuumi.
Yeah. Extra Crispy has opted to not be rushing Athenes, and I think that's a huge mistake.
Oof.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
You gotta get behind the minions, maybe.
Yeah, you gotta get like in between them.
In them, yes, in the minions.
Right, we can't get hit by the casual skill shot.
I mean, Extra Crispy's been doing a pretty good job, though, you know?
Absolutely.
To their credit, hitting a lot of these. X Bromson looks to get a little aggressive on Skarl. He's gonna get spotted, or he's gonna spot Zach. Gonna back up a bit there.
Yep,
Down
and
the bot lane.
Sorry.
You're good.
Yumi's playing here like she needs the skills, she needs the items, but without the Athenes, like they're not really abusing what makes him so. What makes not. But Yumi's like,
teleport, and Yasuo's on the way. Here's the ultimate from Yuumi from Sivir. Root gets lands. Flash, no, not flash, just ult from Skelly after the teleport to lock up the kill on David. However, Raging Armadillo is gonna get away despite getting rooted by the Yuumi ultimate there.
Yeah,
and they're gonna show up and chase Raging Armadillo the rest of the way away from the tower.
Yeah, they're gonna desperately try to get the tower here.
Yeah, Herald's going down on the top side.
They're getting Herald, Belkaz getting tower plating. They're sharing a lot of gold. They used a lot of summoner spells for that.
They did, yeah. They used the ultimate and teleport from Malphite. Darth Niner and Extra Crispy both burned their ultimates as well.
Yep.
And Skarl and Puncake's wasted time. Well, you know, depending on your definition.
Right.
They both did come down here to the bot side. But at what cost? Herald and a minion wave crashing into top tower. That turret might be the first tower to go down this game.
It definitely
Despite all of their efforts in the bot lane, first tower goes down to the top side. They spend all their time taking Herald, and then Herald took first tower for them.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, 4 members slapping on turrets. They get a lot of resistances every time you take a plate.
They do,
and it took them so long.
Like,
yeah, and because they're 4 of them, because it does. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Every plate they got with all 4 people, the resistances got insane. So they go grab a Rift Herald, and with just 2 members, take the first tower in the top side. Hey, more subs. Thanks, guys. Dive onto Skelly, not going to land the jump, but is going to hit the Let's Bounce. Skelly now taking a lot of passive damage. Revan Christ is going to pick up the kill. Thunderstorm goes into passive here. Raging Armadillo getting engaged on, meanwhile, in the bot lane. Oh, wait, Skarl is here to try to get the kill onto Thunderstorm. He's going to get the knockup. He's going for the ult. X Bromson is here. They are going to get the shutdown, but at what cost? Skarl goes down to summon Airy. I think two of Revenchrist's 3 kills have come from
They have,
runes.
absolutely, and it's hilarious.
It is hilarious. Oh, here's the ultimate on Vid. He doesn't have a tower to defend himself. He's trying to fight back. The root has ended. Vid is very much dead. He does what he can to fight back. It's not enough. But in the top lane, there's been fights going on. They get a second tower. This is chaos.
It absolutely is, but it's Chaos that's favoring the early game team comp. This is what they need. Unfortunately, Raging Armadillo and Vid kind of play the one at a time strat. So Starling tried the 1v3, didn't work out too well. Vid's like, great guys, hold my burr. I got this.
Hold my burr.
And unfortunately, did not go quite the way he needed. But this Jace is terrifying at this point. He has a Black Cleaver done. He has to be sitting on a decent amount of gold. He's sitting on a decent amount of gold.
He had the most gold in the game by a huge amount, by about 1,000 over the next richest person who's also on his team.
Yep, he built the Black Cleaver to get the CDR and to deal with the tanks. Now he's opting for Pure Lethality to take care of the remaining 3 members.
And I mean, that's like a very fair decision to make
absolutely.
when you're
I
up
think it
here,
is.
when you're against a resistance stacking Malphite and you're getting ganked by what looks to be so far a pretty tanky Gragas.
Absolutely. It is the 1,000,000% correct Armadillo first.
Yeah, but now that he's finished that, he's on his way to his first lethality item, and that's
no.
going to be extra crispy. In trouble, gets blue smited, gets slowed down by the Q. He's going to make it to the blast cone. He's not going to use it, though. He's just going to keep running. Raging Armadillo takes a bit of damage. X Bromson throws down the ult, but eats 2 turret shots, chunking him to half. Going to land a little bit of poke onto Skarl. The Windwall's going to save the turret, but it's not for long. Here comes Thunderstorm. He's going to throw down a Q. He's not going to land the E. Skelly's in the sideline. Here he comes looking for an ult. He gets slowed. Vid just runs into the enemy team. He knows he's dead. He just wants to slow him down. But for how long? Bromson going to be going down as well thanks to Sivir ult. Raging Armadillo getting slowed down as well. Root on 2. Oh, wow. Flash ult gets the knock-up. Skarl picks up the kill thanks to the ultimate. Revenchrist has to flash. He's running for his life. Skelly is going to land the slow. Skarl jumps through some minions. He throws it and hits with the very tip. Just the tip, though. Skarl's gonna get knocked back. Revenchrist burning down to ignite. Gonna get slowed by Skelly. The Q doesn't land. He's gonna dash through him and get the kill.
And this is an excellent example of what we're taking champions. So, like, they had the lead, they had it all. They threw it trying to pick team fights they shouldn't be taking. The enemy team's like, wait a minute, guys. Push hard, push hard, push hard. And
Yeah,
they
did you see where Skelly was starting that? In the perfect
was
spot.
yeah,
They
exactly.
did not notice him, and he just got to walk in. Sivir
Yep.
makes it too easy to make those engages at work.
Absolutely, with all these like things to possibly get away with, they just can't. Vid was out of position. They didn't have the vision needed. They greeted for tower. They're gonna lose Dragon. They lost their lead.
All right, are they going to try to steal this here? The answer is yes. Thunderstorm's going in. He smites it away mid-flight. He goes for the ult. He interrupts. Well, I guess he probably, Yasuo was not going to ult. I was going to say he interrupts the ult, but he was not going to ult. Wait a minute, Ultimate comes out, and X Bromson picks up 1 kill, almost 2. Pancakes goes low. He gets healed and shielded by Yuumi. He's going to throw out the ult to disengage. He's going to blast code 2. Every mobility option under the sun.
Absolutely.
He's getting out of here.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate from Thunderstorm to use the long cooldown of Let's Bounce, just basically to stall out a couple of seconds, because he really can't survive that. Like, there's no getting out of that situation. But Dragon is in it being secured by Tortellini. Oh. Whew. Raging Armadillo
All right.
makes me sad.
Now they're putting some pressure down on the turret here. Do you know if the detonation of Vel'Koz W is not blocked by Yasuo?
It just stops.
Right? No. So like you throw down the first, and then the wall comes out. The detonate, and then the whole thing detonates.
Whole thing detonates.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, as
Okay.
long as
I was just checking. It's the first one's a missile because it like starts at him and
Right.
moves out. But the
Right.
second proc is just the area.
Exactly.
Detonates. Okay. Just checking.
No, totally fair valid. Unfortunately, and here's another reason why I think that Darth Knight is putting out more damage. Aside from being Sivir, he actually had a finish item tonight. He had the Essence Weaver. He was on an option for the split build where he goes Zeal into the BF Sword Pickaxe. And I think that might have cost him a bit of pressure, a bit of everything, really.
Man, you know what I really want? You know how you can, check gold state right here?
Right.
There just needs to be another button for, damage against
Damage
champions
against
for the
champions.
game. That'd be a nice little stat to have.
Oh, Skelly.
Thunder. He's going for Skelly. He doesn't land the knockup. He's going to hit both parts of the queue. Punkx runs past Thunderstorm, trying to get to Revenchrist. Thunderstorm backs up just in time, though, and barely blocks the body slam there.
Yeah, and here's kind of what we're talking about. So Thunderstorm had a really good engager. They cut him off. And who follows?
Yeah, who follows? Yeah, and you even saw Punkcake said, "All right, good job, Thunderstorm. I'll be going for your Jace now," and literally walks past him.
What does he do? Zach, Zach
What does Zach
uses
do?
abilities.
All right, Zach Sound. I hear him charging. He goes in. It's a huge E. He's right in the middle. He throws down the R. Skelly jumps onto Bromson, however. Bromson flashes away. Scarl does not get him. Raging Armadillo is about to go down to Scarl. Scarl flashes onto him. He picks up Bromson and Raging Armadillo in the backside. Now he's onto Vid. Vid's getting ignited. He's gonna survive barely. Now Scarl's onto Thunderstorm, who I believe burned the passive. No, there's the passive. He just didn't go down in the first place. And Scarl gonna murder him. And that's what you were saying. They went for the engage with Zach. He had a good E, he had a good R, and then Malphite ulted onto Bromson, who was trying to channel his ult on the Chaos, interrupting the Vel'Koz ultimate, setting up Scarl to jump to the back line like that. Bromson had to flash away to survive. Raging Armadillo jumped in to try to get the kill, wasn't able to, goes down after flashing away to try to disengage. His flash dragged Yasuo a little bit closer to Vel'Koz. Then Bromson goes down as well. Vid, being the only squishy person left back there, goes down. Also, Revenchrist, who was trying to fight over towards the enemy side, goes down, and then everybody's dead. Vid, meanwhile, here, getting chased down, gonna get Yuumi ulted, gonna get rooted. Raging Armadillo with a nice ultimate, though, pushes them back. Vid's gonna survive despite their best efforts.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't really burn too much for it. They pushed them off. They did get the Yuumi ultimate out, which is really nice. But all in all, Tortellini is playing to not their winning condition. They need to be picking people. They need to be finding these small skirmishes.
Scarlet's starting to look scary.
Yeah, no,
8-2-0. Let's check out that gold, by the way. 9,100.
Yep, actually matching the Jace.
He has now matched the Jace in terms of gold. Currently in this game, we are basically dead even in terms of gold. But there is a turret and dragon lead for Tortellini Ordnance.
Absolutely.
So they for sure have the lead
Right.
because they are winning objectives. But in terms of kills, they're a little bit behind, and that is also, and then when it comes to CS and kills, they have been set back a bit in gold. Currently even in gold, but winning in objectives.
Right. But the unfortunate thing is that like their team comp can't be going even against this team comp. They have to be stomping like they were earlier. By throwing that one team fight, I think they kind of sealed their fate.
Like, yeah, and it's like you said, it's like you said, you know, you were saying at the beginning, in your opinion, this team, if they can go even or get ahead in the beginning, will probably win. Yep. And based on that fight, unless Tortellini Ordnance can make some big changes in how they're doing their team fight, that's just going to happen every time.
And so, so here's a quick nitpick. Bromson's opting for Lunzeka, which is fine, has really good firm CDR mana health. It looks like he's going straight for Death Cap as opposed to. I would love to see.
He has the stopwatch. It could be Zhonya's roughly.
It.
Like I don't know why he has the needless, but he has the stopwatch.
He does have the stopwatch to survive the next Malphite ult. Though I think that the right play is 100% Leandry's Torment.
Yeah, against these beefy champs, Leandry's Torment on Vel'Koz can be awesome. Wow, they just turned straight on to Revenchrist. He was up there trying to poke him. They just ulted onto him. Sivir and Malphite ulted, though. Here comes Zach. They don't have Malphite ult. They don't have Sivir ult. They're going ham. They've taken a lot of damage from the Baron. Pancakes is going very low. He's going to be alive, though. Thunderstorm hasn't used the other part of his Q. He's just trying to get away. Raging Armadillo gets 2 with the explosion. Baron is still alive. Pancakes and Yuumi are now running. They also killed Scarl.
Baron! Guys!
Oh, they don't get it before the reset. Baron fully resets. Revenchrist and Bromson are dead. Pancakes is going to back, and they're going to go either for Dragon or this tier 2 mid turret.
And we just saw the huge weakness of Team Push R. If you can't push R, your team comp's a lot less viable.
Yeah, and we talked about how hard it is to mess up, but they definitely messed it up. They went way too hard on Revenchrist there.
Absolutely.
They burned Sivir ult and Malphite ult and Yasuo ult. I believe Yasuo ult.
They definitely did. They got,
by popping all their R's to blow them up, they only got 1. And then when Zach jumped in, like you said, what have you got after you press R? Not a lot. Yep. And they were able to clean up the rest of the fight. They taken a decent chunk of damage from Baron. I'm enjoying seeing Zach's new R. You're right, it does more damage. You know, he was sitting in the middle of them there, dealing more damage. And,
admittedly, that was also a lot of that was Baron.
No. I know. I mentioned Baron first.
That's true.
But he was all. I'm enjoying it. You know, I like that his ultimate does more damage again.
Mm-hmm. But so far, I don't know, man. I don't. And I'm not seeing Karma really do a lot. Like they're not having to do a lot of damage. They do have the Athenes finished, but it's hard to track Athenes unless you're playing Yuumi because he also has the built-in heal with it.
All right, they're walking past some wards while they're getting vision, so the enemy team is still aware of what's going on. Revenchrist, he does have the Merc Treads and the Black Cleaver to help him 1v1.
Yeah. And with Malphite in the bot side, this is actually really, really good. They don't want Malphite anywhere near their team.
Yeah, like Gragas is drastically less effective than Malphite in what they need to happen.
Absolutely,
in these
like
fights.
you need the Malphite in the back line after it all is said and done.
Yes.
Gragas landing ult on two long range champions is harder to do, and Jace matches Malphite in almost every scenario still.
Yeah, and there's also like this weird like it can make it better and it can also make it worse kind of thing where Gragas ult might be trying to displace people in a specific way, and then Yasuo ults and locks them in place rather than moving them towards the enemy team if he doesn't press R at the exact right moment.
Tortellini's made an excellent decision. Yasuo going down to help Malphite, and they're basically seeding Baron over to...
Yeah, and as soon as they see Yasuo there, you just see Jace take off, running down the lane, and they don't have anybody here to stop this. Karma's trying to zone. Here's the teleport from Jace. They're gonna pick it up, and now they might be looking for the fight.
Don't do it, guys. Don't take the fight.
Thunderstorm it's too late. They're in the fight now. Here comes the Sivir. They're trying to kite back. Raging Armadillo's in trouble. He's gonna flash away. The Revan Christ, he's gonna flash away as well. Are the flashes enough to get them out of the situation? Sivir is down. The Qs are gonna land. Special characters missed a huge opportunity here.
Yep.
That was the right. Oh my God, they had such a big opportunity to pick up a fight that Tortellini frankly didn't want, even though they almost looked like they did.
And Tortellini ended up blowing 2 flashes and a teleport for a fight. They're like, wait a minute, we actually super don't want this fight. And now Jace is no longer able to safely match Skelly in the side lane by sheer virtue of once the team fight starts, he's in the side lane. Skelly's like, okay, bye.
Yeah, that teleport's going to be a big deal in this game because as long as Revan Christ has it and can keep Skelly somewhere else and like maybe match it or maybe just at least keep him from teleporting, they're in a decent spot, right?
And I think Gragas can be a really effective deadly champion, just not the way he's being built right now.
Yeah, let's see. He went for a Rod of Ages as his third item, counting boots. Always count boots. You know, if it's a 6-item build that has boots, that means it's an item. But so he's like his third item is Rod of Ages. That's a little late to be building that. I mean, maybe this game goes late enough for it to max out, but you're going to be spending a lot of this game not at peak effectiveness. Here comes Skelly on to Bromson, gets ulted by several people. He goes down. Bromson eliminated before doing anything. Raging Armadillo doing his best to survive, getting chased down. Skelly's going to get on top of him. He's going to get shut down as well. They lose 2 members. Meanwhile, look at that. Look where Zach is.
Yeah.
He got on the back line,
and nothing happened. Yep, they are having
which is what you had. Yeah.
They're having this teleport to stop the TV, but
Vin might be in trouble now. Pancakes is tanking for him. Damn! That's a lot of damage.
It is.
Scarl does a lot of damage. Revan Christ is going for the inhibitor. He has Baron buff. He's gonna get it. He gets the inhibitor. Revan Christ is also going to maybe kill Skelly. He's gonna get it with Aerie. He gets the kill with Aerie. Now, Thunderstorm is just trying to hold off. Wait, Pancakes is taking turret damage. He gets smited and he goes down. Revan Christ trying to take on Death Niner. He's going to go down, though, before putting out enough damage. Scarl comes back in and finishes off Thunderstorm, but he doesn't get the inhibitor.
All in all, though,
somehow, after that awful fight, Tortellini Hornets came out on top.
They did. Yeah, no, they came on top in this scenario. They got the damage. The problem is long run. Jace just lost GA. You lost every Baron buff you had in your team.
I mean, it was expiring soon.
That's true. It was expiring soon.
It was expiring soon. So, I mean, for how badly that started, that was insanely good for them. They got turrets. They got inhibitor. They got 2 kills.
Absolutely.
They lost 1 turret and they lost 3 lives. They lost 1 turret and 3 lives for 2 kills, a turret, and an inhibitor.
True.
And 1 inhibitor is definitely worth more than that 1 life.
And right now, like, so Special Characters needs this engage. They don't have the Jace. They don't have the Zac. They cannot get caught here.
No, and they recognize that the enemy team is all here, and they're gonna back away. This is the first dragon of the game that they're not getting.
Karma just trying to casually contest, like on the off chance it happens to work.
Oh, they kind of got close to stealing it, but it is going to go over to Sivir.
Excellent. Is it all in all? This is the dragon's really nice. Taking that mountain means you take towers a lot faster. Again, though, Jace split push just cannot be matched by any one member. I think. Oh, that's Windwall down.
Blocked it away.
Windwall is huge. If they want to force something, this is kind of the opportunity on both sides. Sorry, yeah, no, Sivir.
Wait, Revan Christ is still here, split pushing. Thunderstorm has swept the other side of this wall, not charging up the jump, waiting for a potential jump.
Gragas shown bot side. Like if they want to take the suicide tower dive, they need to do so before Sivir clears the wave.
Here it is. He goes in, he doesn't land the E. He's gonna press R a little bit too late. Ultimate on to Raging Armadillo. It gets exploded. Here comes Extra Crispy throwing down the ult as well. Vid going down now. Thunderstorm trying to CC. Can they get Skarl? No, too much healing. The ultimate comes out and it just pushes him farther away. Things not going well for them here. Also, Revenchrist died on the backside to Sivir. So he wasn't able to win that. I don't know if it was a 1v1, but whatever it was.
There was no way Yuumi wasn't sitting there. That actually looks to be game. Unfortunately, they're just consistently caught out. They're not where they need to be. The Zac, long-term ineffective. I think at this point, they desperately just play back and pray to God that the Ravenchrist can put the team on his shoulders and let him keep split pushing. Because he was dominating. And that is almost certainly game one going over to special characters.
Yeah, Raging Armadillo and Vid are coming up now. We'll have to see what they can do, but the turrets are going down. There are 5 members here. The wind wall is up, and that's gonna be the game. There's Yuumi ult as well for good measure. Skelly almost dies, so he flashes away. But the Nexus is going to go down. After they were doing very well in objectives, Tortellini Dornis was, but they just couldn't win a damn fight. And I think you're right. I think that comes back to the team comp.
Yeah,
you saw it every time. Zac goes in, and nothing else happens with that engage.
And then the Yasuo,
they all just go ham.
Just kill everyone else.
Yeah. If they had maybe gone for like a Xerath or something, maybe Zac would have been a lot better. The disruption, because the disruption would have mattered, right? You'd be on a Sivir and a Xerath, and they'd be distracted and CC'd. And Gragas and Malphite, while effective, aren't going to be blowing anybody up.
True.
But then you pick Yasuo, and all of a sudden, rather than having an extra backlaner for Zac to dive, you have someone who's diving your team, and Zac can't be like
it's hard. It is hard.
He can.
It is not.
I guess I shouldn't say can't, but it is not nearly as effective as so many other tanks.
Agreed.
Nautilus, Maokai, etc. So I think that they were playing the macro better, but they just couldn't win a fight. So that's going to be the win over to special characters for game 1.
Absolutely, and we're going to see into the next game, which will be starting here soon.
Yep. Yes, we're going to throw up the very back screen, make sure that the lobby is getting set up for the next game. So we will be right back. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you in just a minute. That team Aloha, summoners, and welcome back to the Summer Splash.
And Anivia again being the first ban away.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
I'm curious if we see. Honestly, I'm curious if we see a Jace ban. They didn't actually deal with Jace as a champion very well, and the Ravencrest had a great showing on it. They may not see it as an issue, but I'm curious if they are willing to ban it.
I mean, if Jace baits the enemy team into going for a pick comp again, then leave it up. Because,
That's a good point.
Because they definitely knew what they were doing with their engaged comp.
Right.
And they definitely played to their comp's strength and played Champ Select well and then executed on it.
Absolutely.
That's like one of the hard things to do is like come up with your game plan in Champ Select
and then
also to actually do it.
True.
But they did both. They picked a good game plan and they successfully... Yeah, they said, all right, look at that team comp. Let's ignore Zach and engage.
Exactly.
And they did it.
Amumu being banned away once again. I guess they're just getting womboed. And after the last game, I can see it. I just don't think Amumu is the one to be scared of.
Yeah, and I really gotta say, like, I don't think it was much of anything special characters did. I think it was more of like I think it was more like just the draft really on the side of Tortellini Ordinance.
Tortellini picked a really hard draft to execute. Yeah. And then they didn't stick to it. Yumi once again picked up and once again not banned. Extra Crispy having a pretty good showing on it, putting out a lot of pressure,
a lot of missiles, landed a lot of missiles. Yeah, so they are sticking with the Jace. They're going with Jinx instead of Tristana this time, and that's a much more traditional team fight kind of AD carry, right?
It definitely is.
I'd like to see, and maybe that they're planning to. Go for a more traditional kind of team fight team, right? Front to back, put Jinx in there, keep her alive, and let her deal deeps.
My only concern is Raging Armadillo last game had a lot of picks.
Sivir again.
Absolutely.
So things not looking good for them already.
Yeah.
Just in terms of those picks right there, because Sivir Yumi is strong.
Right. And Jinx doesn't deal with it super well. To match the wave clear, she has to blow a lot of rockets, cost a lot of mana early, and more importantly, Raging Armadillo had a lot of positioning issues. Like without that rocket jump,
they're just picking the same stuff.
If it works, why not pick it?
There we go. Do it. Lock the Braum.
Some former front line.
Lock the Braum. That's a traditional team fight frontliner right there. That'll help you shut down Yasuo and engages. Block
also
those.
Helps Yumi a lot.
It also is fantastic against Sivir because it will not only block her auto, but I believe it prevents ricochets, right?
If it knocks him, the same with the boomerang.
Yeah, because it's like he takes the damage from the missile, which is an auto attack, but because it doesn't hit, there's no on-hit. Right, and it doesn't start the little
ricochet of death.
So Braum shield really good against Sivir in those fights,
and Yasuo knew. But the problem with Braum,
and good against Yasuo, It blocks. It not only blocks his tornado, but if there are other skill shot based knockups on your enemy team, it will be blocking.
I mean, and once Yasuo ults your backline, because he will eventually, you can just auto attack him once, and it doesn't.
And he's in the middle of 5 champions that are. Like, I'm pretty sure the way the game works and CC works, by default they will auto him as they come out of their thing.
They should.
Yeah, they should.
As long as
as soon as the character becomes uncontrolled, they're just gonna auto until you kind of quote unquote take control again. So it should be a free stun on Yasuo if they survive.
The problem is Braum is really good at blocking stuff. The problem becomes if he's behind, he is forced to block stuff anyway and dies really fast. Those are excellent champions to ban.
Gragas, Malphite have been banned, and they already locked in the Yasuo. So
they banned the Nautilus themselves.
Yeah. So while they can pick champions that will work well with Yasuo, there aren't as many as Nautilus, Gragas, and Malphite that work with this.
Sejuani being banned away, they don't want the glacial bonus stacking, which is really understandable. And
Vilcaz, they're going for it again.
Yeah,
I'm more okay with it because there's a Braum.
If they pick Sejuani, they actually are insane discussing front to back with Jace as a split push. A lot of disengage, a lot of engage choices.
Don't
really good ban.
Pick Zach. I know that I know you have the Braum now.
Yikes! Both teams are gonna go for the full on Again, this is a push R team, but so far no knockup to really back up the Yasuo going in.
Yasuo was very effective last game because of what he had so much going for him. He could just stand anywhere he wanted, and then an R would go down on a good character for him, and he would just press R.
Volibear being picked away.
Volibear.
Okay, I'm gonna throw it out there.
Do it. Yes.
Skarners, please.
Do it.
Yes.
Lock in the Skarner.
Skarner would be actually so good here. Please pick it.
It would be so good here.
So in this game,
it's also so good at Yasuo going in, and then you grab him.
Right.
And he's dead.
Saberplatz or Volibear. Like, they have a lot of champions to choose from, and so far,
Grab Skarner.
so last
Do it.
game,
They
special
did it. They grabbed
characters
Skarner.
had two forms of engage. They had the Gragas ult, they had the Malphite ult. Very simple, very definitive. Who engages on this team?
Sivir ulted Kinnan Flash Hexbelt.
You got me. That's true. That's definitely an engage option.
I mean, it is limited compared to their last
It
game,
is.
and much more counterable. There's a lot more counterplay to it than last game's.
Absolutely. I think that this.
I mean,
game,
like Kinnan has options,
Yeah.
to get his ass in there and ult, but
definitely
there's
does.
a lot they can do about it.
Absolutely. They have a lot more tools. I think in this game, I think the
Skarner can ult him and drag him away.
There you go.
If you pull the
can.
ulting Kinnan away from your team.
Or even just stop him from moving.
No,
Like,
I know,
just-
but
yeah.
it's like it's not just movement though. It's just like negative. Like you grab him and
negative
pull him the other
movement.
way. Now Kinnan, who has been Sivir ulted and is Eing and is pressing R, you just snag him and drag.
Absolutely.
Yeah, snag him and drag him.
Now, Volibear does have the flip available, and I think this game, I'm hoping he looks like Camp Robson, because where it flipped, special characters need the early game, they need the mid game to go well, because that is a much easier to execute team comp on the side of Tortellini Ordnance. Like, you're just looking for Skarner engages with Braum Qs for slows and harass with Vel'Koz and Jace.
And even just in terms of if your two teams just 5v5 walk into each other for a team fight, they've got a lot of great front to back here.
They do.
Volibear, Kinnan, and Yasuo honestly are not going to have that good of a time getting through a front line
Right, and
of
getting
Braum
through-
Vel'Koz.
getting through Braum
They've also
ults.
got Flame Choppers. Vel'Koz has a plethora of CC options that he can throw at you if you're running at him.
Right.
Vel'Koz is one of my favorite things to pick into Volibear and Mundo because you take Leandries and as they run it and if it's like bad, you take Leandries and Relies and
Exactly.
you just sit back
And
chucking
them.
your W and Q and people can't get close to you and you
Yep.
slowly melt away at them while they try to engage and it's
my-
such a fun pick in those games. I mean, there's always the time where you get flash grabbed and
Right,
you
but then
die.
you just die, but that's just
But that's like one flash
Every 5 minutes.
Yeah, every 5 minutes from one character that can do it. And if you have teammates that are willing to throw their bodies at the situation to help you stay alive, that might not even be a definitive death.
So I think the way the like special characters wants this is they put Yuumi on Volibear, Righteous Glory Volibear, Sivir ult Volibear, Yuumi running at you. He's going to catch them. He definitely is. The problem is I think with Braum and Skarner, you're not going to catch them well enough to matter. But the real danger is if... So last game, special characters grouped up immediately. Like they grouped together, they walked around together, like, hey guys, look, we all suck together, but we push R and we win.
We push R together.
Exactly. But the problem is, Tortellini Ordnance did not group up. They did not group up very well. They didn't get the vision they needed. If they have one or two people get
Even
caught,
when they did,
that was the
Zackle couldn't do anything.
But the important thing is that they get caught out a lot.
Yes,
Volibear,
that's true.
Sivir, Yuumi, they're gonna catch you. Like you have to fight once.
Kinnan's
that's
actually pretty good at helping with those two.
exactly. But like just how fast Volibear can theoretically run in this team comp. You're gonna have to be really, really careful to not be caught alone because you're gonna die for it, and then you probably lose the 4v5 because the only sources of damage I take it back. I'm sorry. They had Jinx and Vel'Koz for a lot of damage, and then Jace for some like a burst.
Yeah, Jace is like weird, right? Like
Right.
he's got like those burst moments, but he's also like okay at sustained damage.
Got the classic BPS.
Yeah,
The burst per
yeah,
second
yeah.
in his last
He's got
3
very
seconds.
just okay burst damage, or sorry, burst damage. Okay, sustained damage.
Right.
But then like every 5 seconds he can do this full burst combo
Yeah,
again.
it really
that when
hurts.
he's fed, that burst combo can one shot squishies.
That's true.
And when he's not fed, it's probably like 3/4 of their health.
Is this the winners bracket or is this the losers bracket?
This is currently the losers bracket.
Gotcha. So whoever special characters wins this, Tortellini Ordnance is just gone.
Yes. If they win
Gotcha.
this, Tortellini Ordnance is gone. The winner of this match will play against the winner of the match that was earlier today.
Gotcha.
This week 5 has been basically almost the conclusion of the losers bracket. Next week we will see the final true loser bracket game, right? Like you'll see these two. The two winners today facing off to see who will go up against the loser from the final winners bracket match, and then that's when we'll go into finals and grand finals from there, if there are grand finals.
Makes sense.
And thanks Soto, by the way, for the sub, much appreciated, amigo.
Whoa. Now, so currently looking at runes, Pancakes has opted for the Predator. If he opts again for health potions, I might cry.
He opts again for health potions.
Yeah, so far.
Let's see. He might just be doing it to spite you at this point.
Oh, no, he must have heard me. He opted for the health.
Oh, he went for the yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, maybe even on your own after last game. After last game, he did notice that he had some extra health potions.
Yep, and let's see if
and he could have used them more sparingly. Not more sparingly. More just like on a whim. Had he had
Ordnance
that.
is running straight down into the enemy team. Oh, and
There's a ward!
Skarner was spotted.
He was spotted. Look at all of the pings. And we actually see Kin and Volibear ping the enemy topside jungle. They might be considering going in there for a ward or maybe something even cheekier.
Right, but blue team only saw 2 members. Because Yuumi doesn't have Arcane Comet, it doesn't give that brief vision that it normally would.
Yes.
They do get a really... Oh, they're going to stack and kill Jace.
I knew it! Okay, I said they might be going for something cheekier, and this is the something cheekier. He walks the other way! And he sees them coming. Wait, that flash was terrible! Revenchrist might be in trouble now! They're going ham onto him. He's ignited. He's going to press R for the speed boost. He's dead one way or another. It's just goodness, that flash was not good.
And with that flash down, he is a fantastic target.
Not to be mean, I mean, he was probably trying to flash over
the flash was horrible. There's no way he makes that.
But no, I'm saying he was trying to flash over the wall or something, but it was unlikely it was going to work.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, he was going for it. He had horrible odds.
So, horrible odds, didn't work. He's going to go down.
He teleported.
And his flash gets burnt. He's a... oh, my lord. Okay, there is a flashless, teleportless Jace, top lane, who gave first blood to the enemy jungler, who will for sure back and come back again, right?
I will say, Pancakes has had some interesting ideas as far as the game really is concerned, so I'm not going to back that 100%. He should. There is no universe where he shouldn't. You just kill Jace at this point. He can't get back into the game. He's just gone.
Yeah, no, and to add on to it, thanks to that first blood, he just grabs his first buff. He took Predator, so he backs and buys his boots. And now this speedy Volibear looks like he's just gunning for Jace right now.
Absolutely. There's no reason not to. What happened? Like, what does he do? Aside from die.
And not only that, but he has no teleport. Meaning once you kill him, it sets him back. This is the ultimate tilt for a top laner right here. Oh my god, he's walking into Pancakes. This is not good. Pancakes is going to slow him down. This actually might be good.
Wait, Yasuo doesn't realize.
Bromson, maybe he can get here. Can they save him? Skarl's going. Oh, he gets slowed.
Pancakes has flash. Worst can be worse.
Pancakes flips him. Revenchrist is dead again. No. I say no. I don't really care who wins. But like,
no, it's definitely no situation. No, Jace is like he's lose so much.
Yes, that's why I'm saying no. Right. I'm feeling for this Jace right now.
And because Jace was shoving into Skelly whenever he was executed like a dog.
Yeah. I just realized that that sounded like I was really rooting for Jace. So just to make sure everybody's on the same page here. I don't give a shit. But
it's okay. It's okay, Jack. You can hold my hand. Kin and Tufted, they're going to catch a huge wave into this tower. Ravencry is going to lose 3 waves and his life. Really unfortunate time to face check Volibear there.
I know. It's so unfortunate. I feel so bad for him. You know, like, you get, like, we're in game 2, you start to get, like, wrapped up in it, and you're like, oh, like, what's gonna happen next? And you see this happen, and it just pains you.
Yeah, it's like, well...
It's like, oh, no, why?
And Jace is not learning his lesson. He is once again shoved up. It's not gonna be punished at this very moment, but it's a bad habit. Meanwhile, though, Skarner has a significant CS and gold lead on Volibear because of Volibear's interesting game. Skelly, my dude, come on now.
Yeah, he used an extra auto there onto a minion on accident. In the bot lane right now, it looks like Vid and Raging Armadillo are sitting in a pretty decent spot.
He's dead.
Oh, wait. Pancakes gets flashed on by Thunderstorm. That Volibear passive, he gets flipped under a tower, he eats a turret shot. That passive keeps him from not
Sivir's
being
cutting them
dead.
off, though. They're going to have the 4v3 here for a brief moment.
Sivir going onto Bromson. Skarl's here as well, going to flash away. Skelly stunning Revenchrist. Revenchrist running out of mana. Skelly running into minions. Flash comes out. The Q misses, but he does get the enhanced auto attack. Skelly gets a solo kill onto Revenchrist with the help of his flash. Here comes Predator, Volibear. Those come out. It's not good enough. Pancakes. Oh no! He runs. He oh my! I can't even word that. He's using Predator and he's using his Q. Skarl might be able to get a knock up here. Blocked. They're gonna
and then-
back away. Nice play from Raging Armadillo and here Vid here. Big misplay from Pancakes.
True.
So Predator.
At level 2.
He
At
had
level
Predator
2.
and what's it called? Rolling Thunder or
Rolling
something?
Thunder.
Okay, Predator and Rolling Thunder. He was trying to get Vid, then he couldn't, so he tried to back around to get behind Raging Armadillo to flip him over, and it runs out. And as soon as Raging Armadillo sees that it runs out, he
like, "I'm
flashes.
gone." Yeah, he's like-
and he's like, wait a minute, you can't flip me.
Right,
Had he flashed sooner, Volibear just would have flipped him easily.
Well, he had matched the Flash, and right now Bochung is actually tied, even with the kill lead, and more importantly, Thunderstorm has 2 levels on Pancakes.
Yeah. Raging Armadillo and Vid doing a good job this game.
They're doing a much better job this game.
Yeah. They're staying just a tiny bit ahead in CS at the
Absolutely.
moment.
And that's actually really impressive considering the lane they're in. Unfortunately, we do have NA Jace, so bit of a pog champ.
It's a real rough time.
He shoved up again.
Yeah, he walked. He does have a ward at least. He walked into an invade and then didn't use his flash in a way that was going to save him.
Right, he wasted flash
Yeah,
and
wasted
died
the
for it.
flash and died. He then teleported to the top lane after flashing,
And Raven
which
Craze-
then led to him getting ganked and killed once again.
Absolutely.
And then he took a 1v1 versus Skelly, which, to be fair, was very close, but Skelly did have a small advantage going into that from those kills and assists prior, and he's able to barely squeak out the win in the 1v1, but that just sets, even though it was so close, Skelly just gets more and more ahead.
Right, and the real issue is that Scaly has level 6 on level 4. He has Klepto, which means that he's not even winning with a combat rune, so he's getting extra gold on top of that. Jace is forced to shove in because of poor wave management, I guess. I have no idea what he's doing with his life.
I feel like you're in that moment where you're like, oh, I've got to cue the minions to get the last hits.
Yeah, then he's
and
like,
then you
"Oh, wait."
kill them all, and you're like, oh no, I've shoved my wave.
Skarner is finally back to get his Predator boots and jungle upgrade, which is going to be a huge power spike for him. Jinx resetting, not buying. Okay, there are those items. I'm like, tell me he doesn't come back to lane without the matching BF sword. But outside the map, actually fairly even with a lead in favor of Tortellini Ordnance. Vid and Raging Armadillo playing significantly better this game than last. Pancakes, after his rampage, is like, wait a minute, guys. I need money. This is just he's trying to start farming since. Taking control of the jungle, trying to get vision, spotting out Thunderstorm. Nothing happened, sad day. But
Yeah, nothing
I was
happens there.
expectant.
I was on the edge of my seat.
True, confirmed.
I actually
You actually
I
was?
did. I actually did. I
Look
got
over.
up here. I got up here on the edge of my seat.
It's impressive, honestly.
All right. So things are pretty quiet. We've seen
Oh.
3 kills go over in favor of special characters. All of them onto Jace in different circumstances. One was a invade at level 1.
Oh,
one
they're
was a
going.
gank.
Oh,
Oh, not quite gonna land that. I actually don't remember the vault door when it shoots.
oh, the Q.
thing. Yeah, the Q.
Actually, no, I play champion. I play champion a lot. No idea, but it does.
No idea. Let's go. Just take a quick look. It's
Ruinous
Winter's Bite.
I should know that. Winter's Bite missing, which is really unfortunate. That I think that's
It's hard because so many League of Legends champions have the same sounding
Yep.
names.
Oh.
Here comes a gank from Volibear. That is a really nice flash over the Flame Choppers. He flips Raging Armadillo. Vid's doing everything he can to keep him alive, but he's gonna get bit. And he goes down.
Oh.
Vid's gonna get away by the skin of his teeth.
Yep.
He eats that boomerang at the end there, but he is gonna survive. They did it. I mean, Raging Armadillo and Vid played that how they needed to. There was really nice flame choppers, and Vid was on top of shielding.
It just didn't matter. Not once
It just didn't matter. It
Pancakes
just didn't
had
matter.
the
It was too
flash and
much.
just
Yeah.
gone over. Though, as a quick side note, this is exactly how the game went. But flipped for the other team.
Yes.
Like the early game team got an early lead, and then the team fight team just made it not matter. So
Yeah.
I'm curious if Totally the Ordnance can flip the game like they were flipped on last time.
Yeah, and the chance is decent. It's there.
Absolutely.
I think the biggest thing we've seen this game is that Thunderstorm took Predator, right? But has not used it like for a single gank essentially.
Right, though-
He is 30 CS up.
Right.
We're gonna be losing some plates here in the mid lane. We've got 4 members of special characters here to hit the turret.
Yeah, and they're just wailing on it. Unfortunately, the tower defenses are multiplicative. For every champion you have, it is exponentially harder to hold them. Braum almost face checking into 4 here. Whew. Oh, Jinx! It looks like they're going there. They're reading about like, hey guys, see that Jinx? You think she dies?
Yeah. So despite all that, all the people they just put mid, they only got 2 plates.
Yeah. Once you pop the first one, I think it gained like 40 or 50 or armor. It was insane.
It should be. I think it might be more than that. It's,
it's probably a lot more than that.
When you have 4 people there, it's a lot.
That's true. I actually don't know the math behind that one, though. Yeah, no, I just...
If we see another situation pop up, we can do the math in our head real quick. But no, it's a lot. So they send 4 people mid and they only get 2 plates for it, which, to be fair, is something. It is some gold.
It is, but
they might have gotten more had they been spread out farming.
They have, and Thunderstorm right now still maintains a 2-level advantage, and in the jungle, and in the team comp way, okay guys, look, we're losing early game, Ravencry stop inting for 5 minutes and we'll be fine. So far, he's succeeded this gold knight ending for 5 minutes because his flash is almost back up. So...
Yeah. Oh my God, what a rough game for him. It still pains me. He had such a good game last game.
He did. But my point is, if they can make it,
it
they
expires right before it hits Raging Armadillo there.
Yeah.
If they can make it, they definitely have a good chance of winning. Checking in on the gold.
Yeah. Kinnan sitting on an
1,300 gold lead over his lane opponent.
Yep. Well, I was like, man, they have really even items, but how? It's because Kinnan's sitting on 2K gold.
Yeah,
the
sitting
classic
on 2K.
blunder. Most teams have a name for whose it is. It's always because there was the one player who just sits in all the gold in the world.
You're like, guys, it's gonna be so cool when I'm back. It's gonna be so much money.
No, it's more like, guys, I just need one more thing. I just need one more thing.
I know. It's like, I can almost afford my next item. I should just wait a little bit longer. But then, you wouldn't.
Holy Jesus, Vid getting chunked by Garth Niner.
All right, so think about it like this: you wouldn't build a Roa
on Gragas?
no, hold on. Okay, hold on. You wouldn't build a Roa outside of your first item, unless you were Gragas last game.
Yeah, that's true.
But you wouldn't do that, right?
You're right. I wouldn't.
But if you're just sitting on gold, you're basically doing the same thing,
That's
right?
very
You are
true.
prolonging what that gold could be worth to you, which is what just sitting on a Roa would be, or buying a Roa later would be.
It's how you lose advantages.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Vid getting engaged on. He throws down an ult. He throws down his R. He gets off a stun. Holy crap! He does a lot to keep them alive. The heal comes out as well. Is it gonna be enough? He gets away. Raging Armadillo gets away. Thunderstorm is here, dragging him back in. What the hell? They just pick up 3 kills. Oh my God! Vid and Raging Armadillo do so well there. Meanwhile, in the top lane, there's a 2v1 going down, or a 2v2 went down. Skelly goes down, but Skarl is here. He picks up a kill, and they're gonna be a slow there. So that's gonna be a 1-for-1 in the top lane and a 2-for-2. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we see a 3-for-3 that
Jace solos out Kennen.
I don't know what happened there in the bot lane.
So it was actually really well played. Raging Armadillo did not fall for the classic trap of Vid's dead. That's hilarious.
No!
No, they created well, Vid blocked through the ultimate immediately. Raging Armadillo didn't stop shooting, got lucky damage off as soon as, and then with Thunderstorm forcing all 3 members to get hit by the Jinx rockets, outputting so much damage.
Yes, it's just. I stopped saying what was happening and just yelled because I was so confused. I thought Vid was gonna die to maybe Volibear's lightning there. Skelly going ham onto Revenchrist. They're gonna chase him away. He's gonna get away, but not for. He takes a lot of damage first. Wait, Skelly's still chasing! Oh, Revenchrist!
Yeah. And just before this, we saw an excellent reason why you should back. Skelly actually getting solo killed by the Revenchrist simply because they matched items, even though.
No, yeah, it was what we were saying earlier, right?
Just got obliterated for it.
You sit on 3,000 gold, you might as well be even or behind your opponent.
Right, and they're going to drop again. They're working on the top side, collect those plates last second. Raging Armadillo getting chunked.
All right, first tower might finally go down here in the top lane with the help of this Rift Herald. Thunderstorm's kind of moving this direction, but I think they know this turret's going down. He's just going to pick up his red buff. First turret goes over to special characters. They now have a lead of 1 dragon and 1 turret.
They absolutely do, but
Which is good. The gold was dead even right before that.
Especially with Jinx picking up 3 kills.
Yeah, no, they need this. Jinx, in a very unlikely fight bot side. I thought Vid was dead. I thought Raging Armadillo was going down next.
Thunderstorm straight in.
Oops.
I believe
He thought Bromson was a little closer than he was, perhaps. But Bromson is not here. He's going to have to go all the way around to the other side. And now they're chunking this tower. Oh, Yuumi ult comes out. Vid's going to throw down some CC, try to slow him down. He hits Skarl with the Q as well. The ultimate comes out from Sivir, going to deal a pretty large chunk of damage to Death Niner there. Death Niner getting low, but he does have Yuumi on him. Skarl still trying to hit the dragon. It's at half HP. Revenchrist is here. He's picking up the fruit. He hits Skarl with a Q. The shield comes out, but he's looking pretty low. Nice block on the boomerang. Hits the Q, but it's on to Yuumi.
Right, and once Yuumi gets through it, that was all in all a good push off, and then a good push off once again. Totally, Orton is getting.
Wait, Revenchrist is in trouble. Skelly has teleported. Skelly, I believe, teleported. He picks up the kill with the Proto Belt there, and now he's here to help his team. Skarl very low. Here comes the bot lane of the enemy team on the backside. What a scrappy fight. Extra Crispy jumps off. He gets the auto. He jumps back on. He puts down the shield. No! Wow! That is a dead Darth Niner, and Extra Crispy's probably going to be going down as well. Yes, he does. He goes down to Thunderstorm. They are now on to the Dragon. It's 1,500 down to 0. They take out the Earth Drake. In this fight, that was wonky. That was back and forth, little picks here and there, lots of low health bars.
And then they ended. They're like, hey guys, look, let's start Dragon. We're down a man. We don't have our jungler, and they could probably kill us all. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Like, they had the Vel'Koz out, they were trapped in the tower.
Here's a teleport from, I believe, Death Niner. Pancakes 2 OP, running after Raging Armadillo with the Predator. Going to E flip, gets a little bit of damage from Darth Niner there.
And here's what I was saying earlier.
Comes out. The turret survives.
They just have a really bad habit of being alone. Like, they grouped up for that dragon, and they won. A little unorthodox, but they won.
You especially can't be alone against Predator Volibear. That is hard to escape. Once he gets his claws on you.
Yep, and Braum, again, trying to go solo with this tower. And Pancakes procking Tower Aggro with his jungle item.
Yeah, it takes a few turret shots. Are they going to be able to pick this up? It's getting pretty low. There it goes.
Yeah, it's just going to fall. They can't defend it. Teleport from Bromson being burned in the mid lane, trying to hold the tower against the Yasuo. And that Volibear right now is actually pretty terrifying. Like he has
4-1-1.
Yep.
He's behind a lot of CS, but he's got his upgraded boots.
He's got
a Cinder Hulk and he's got a Tiamat.
He is ahead of gold by almost 1,000, courtesy of the turrets picked up by his teammates. Meaning that he's behind the XP, but soon it won't matter. So far, Special Characters grouping.
Ooh, a fight might break out here. Here comes several. They get all locked up on Flame Choppers. It CC's 3 members. Vid throws down his ultimate as well to keep them at bay.
Yep.
They burn Sivir there, and they're not going to be able to get the engage off.
Right, but they did take Vid's flash as a payment. Ravencry's doing so much damage to Skelly regardless.
Skarl and Yuumi waiting in the bush. Braum's going to spot him out with a ward. They're going to back up. They start backing. A ward gets thrown down. They don't clear it. Get poked. Get poked once again. Here comes Thunderstorm. Wait, was trying to follow Skarner, but Skarner went back.
I don't know why Skarner went back. I think Skarner takes that fight a million times.
Yeah.
You have Bromson right there.
Ravencryst going on to Skelly. Skelly goes all in with the ultimate. Skarl takes out Ravencryst. Meanwhile, Yasuo is taking out, Kinnan takes out Bromson. Pancakes OP goes down. They're under tower now. They're dragging Skarl under. They CC him with Vids. CC from the passive.
Yep,
they stun him up under tower, and he goes from full and about to kill everyone to stunned and dead.
Yeah, unfortunately, Raging Armadillo.
Skelly looking for something here. He hits 12. He gets healed by Yuumi. He hits a big Q on Raging Armadillo. A W auto would probably be all it takes to finish him off. He's not going to get it, though. Dark Niner, Yuumi going back and forth, trying to heal them up as much as he can. They are going to get this tower. That's their 4th tower of the game.
Yep, it's a team fight. They ended up eventually losing, but Skelly actually had an excellent
trouble. He gets away barely, thanks to a jump to a teammate and his unbreakable.
Mm-hmm. And Skelly actually, with a phenomenal play,
doesn't get he throws down the ping to finish it off.
Looked like he was going to end up getting massacred, but it's like, you know what, screw it. Flashes into them, pots 2 of them. I think if Pancakes doesn't into tower, they just wipe that team fight. They unfortunately, because they lost Pancakes, they were not able to keep going. Every single member on Tortellini going under 300 HP. Great survival, great dive, good peel back. Jinx really. Oh, actually, I don't even build in that scenario. You can't build QSS, it won't actually matter.
All right, so we have a 3 turret lead and a 2 kill lead in favor of special characters. Each team has 1 dragon, although, in different situations, these dragons measure up differently.
Right.
But despite the kill lead and the turret lead, the gold lead isn't as big as you would think it would be.
And a lot of that comes down to that Jinx. Like, Jinx is got a triple kill, got the extra kill. They got a tower bot side. So far, the bot lane of
they're down. They're only down 2K, despite being down 3 towers and 2 kills.
I mean, look at Jinx. Again, the 40 CS differential, the 4 kills. Right now, they're playing against Jinx, and the enemy team is playing against Skelly. Like, at this point.
Skelly.
Yeah, and Yasuo.
I mean, Skelly's been doing very well in the fight. Skarl has had a little bit of impact, but is having a little bit of oh, wait a minute. Ravencryst way too far up there. And they're going to try to drag Yasuo, but he's going to get rooted before he can drag him back in. Oh, if they get Skarl here, they're also going to get extra crispy. Vid comes around the backside, picks up the assist. They're going to give that kill over to Thunderstorm, I guess. They pick up 2 kills down there. That's the one thing about Yuumi, right? Like,
Yeah, like
if Yuumi, it's not that great for Yuumi to be like on a split pusher,
Right.
Because that's like Yumi's like. It's hard. Yumi's like half a champion, but like several,
Right.
she's like several half champions at the same
multiplies
time.
champion. Like she let Yasuo so.
But so it's about like multiplying a champion at the right opportunity,
Right,
right?
and
And then that
unfortunately-
ends up of being more effective. If you're very effective at it, you'd be more effective than one champion would have been otherwise
Right.
by multiplying many throughout a fight. But if you're just on one person, right? You're not really getting off. If you're in that situation where you hop off, you die. Then like
Yeah.
you can't really get your passive off.
Yeah,
often.
you definitely you don't get a split pusher. They need a group. Like right now, they're somehow winning team fights, and let them group for it.
All right, red team gets it. Skelly tries to get in there. He's gonna get CC'd up, but he will kill both Vid and Thunderstorm there. They do lose the dragon, but they also pick up 2 kills.
Yeah, Skelly, they waited a little bit too long there. He was like, okay, look, wait for pancakes. Wait for pancakes. We lose dragon, that's fine. We need the Volibear.
Yeah, all right, so they lose dragon. They didn't have the Volibear to try to contest it. They do pick up 2 kills, though, and they're going to use those 2 kills to try to put some pressure on the mid tower.
Yep, and without Jinx here, they really don't have the best wave clear, especially
and
with the
here's-
Yasuo wind wall.
Yeah, Yuumi jumping between the different champions, throwing down some heals, putting down some shields, poking with some missiles, getting things done. The only way Yuumi knows how.
True. Last game, Ravencryst had a phenomenal showing, and this time Skelly's like, okay, look, I can do more than this Malphite, I swear, guys. And he is popping off with Kinnan. Oh, Bromson, you don't want you think you want to fight, but you really don't.
Thunderstorm looking to be aggressive. He pops Righteous Glory, but immediately backs up. I feel like Thunderstorm needs to be a little bit more confident.
Yeah, I think he ults
Bromson
someone
takes a
there
big
and they
chunk of
die.
damage there.
Like if he ults the target, drags
Right
them into
now,
the tower.
right now, do it now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
No, I agree
you
with you.
have the 2-item Jinx, you have the tower, you have Vid with his cooldowns up. Like he should have died for that.
Yeah.
That not, dude, he was like, hey, look. And then you feel great.
Thunderstorm needs to be more confident. I agree. Something we saw in the last series today was a Skarner that was the god of flash ults. And I mean that literally. Like, he was very good at it. And,
oh no.
oh, Yuumi ult coming out. Gonna root up Vid. They're trying really hard to get onto him. They are gonna get onto him. They get Raging Armadillo with the help of the flash. That's what Thunderstorm should have done 10 minutes ago. They are gonna get Pancakes to OP. In exchange, however, ends up being a 1-for-1. I think Pancakes needs to do that. You flash and grab someone, your team will back you up. Ravencryst chasing
ult.
down
He
Skelly
dies.
right now.
Does
He's
Ravencryst
taking a
know
bit of
that?
damage. So Ravencryst is not gonna die. Exhaust flash. They get the shutdown. 700 gold goes over to Ravencryst. There might be enough to put him back
It very
in
well might
relevance.
Well, and
Relevant, not the
Skelly-
game maybe, but like not to be impactful,
Right.
but relevant at least.
Skelly played that so fearfully. All you have to do there, once Ravencryst blows his cooldowns on you, you ult and walk at him, he dies. Like, that's all you have to do in that scenario. Very unfortunate. All in all, kind of an even trade, but that does leave Tortellini with the Baron open as an option. They have the pressure bot side, and they have the way going mid. The issue is, unless if Thunderstorm continues this very like passive gameplay, they're not going to do anything.
Yeah, he's had so many opportunities.
He really has.
All right, here comes Deadman's plate. Yuumi gets the slow, allowing the team to catch up here. Thunderstorm is still pretty fast, but is he fast enough? With Predator and Flash, he might just be, but he shouldn't have that Flash. He should have
Right.
used that to kill someone 10 minutes ago.
Huge issue right there. They didn't put the Yuumi on the Volibear. All
Yeah, you were talking about multiplying champions, right? You know, like, Volibear's biggest weakness is not being able to catch people.
Right.
What if Volibear had a long-range missile slow that was hard to dodge and a speed boost?
This is a bit too much though, especially because
Uh-oh, they take a lot of damage from the Baron buff. They start getting poked. But like, what if Volibear had an extra speed boost in
True.
his kit and a long-range slowing missile?
Yeah, it's almost like
Right?
he dies there.
Wouldn't,
Like,
wouldn't
they
that make
pop
Volibear
Thunderstorm.
overpowered? Yes,
It would.
and that's the point of Yuumi. You hop on champions, you make them overpowered while you're on them, then you switch to someone else when it's their turn to be overpowered.
Usually ADCs and bruisers are the best with Yuumi.
Yeah.
because bruisers love that. Like the biggest reason bruisers are okay as a champion balance is they can't get on people very well.
But Yumi lets them get
Yeah,
on people.
exactly. Dude, playing Aurelia with Yumi on your back feels amazing because you never die.
Because you never die.
You never die between your Conqueror and everything else. Oh, it's so
Else you
amazing.
catch people. You know how many times as Aatrox you're like, shit, I'm out of my dash and my Q.
out of my-
I can't
Wrapped
catch
with some
them.
extra pass.
Bam! Extra missile and
It
speed
looks
boost.
like Pancakes is opting to fight the Jace, and he, as the jungler, he's going bot side with Baron on the board. You have to. You have
All right,
to.
can Revan Christ hold out long enough? Nice E! Nice E!
It doesn't matter what they
No,
do.
no, I know, but it's a nice E. It does stall a lot. Okay, Pancake's still on him.
But why?
He hasn't flipped. There's the flip.
Why is
Revan
Pancakes
Christ.
down here though? They have the
He's
Faroons.
doing what he can. Pancakes takes a bunch of damage, but the passive is a lot of healing. The 4 members up here, though, they didn't go for anything. Vid, it would have hit Yumi. Doesn't hit Yumi. Vid getting chased down, stunned by Skelly, takes a bit of poke from him and the Yumi.
Yeah, and because Yasuo, like, I think they just go Baron. I think they force Baron there. Like that, you have 4v5, you have Jinx, you have double Mountain Dragon. As soon as you see their
All
jungler,
right, that
oh.
I feel like there's lots of opportunities popping up that Thunderstorm could definitely go in on people.
Yeah.
When we just saw
their jungler bot side.
the jungler bot side for sure. When we just saw Kennen step up right there,
Yep.
that was a good opportunity for the team to go follow up on Thunderstorm to
Yep.
drag him further into the jungle, and then it would have been a 2-for-1. You know, you would have had Yumi as well, and they're going to be giving up this dragon. They still haven't gone for this Baron. They're just not playing very confidently.
Yeah, I guess that game 1 really shook their confidence because there's not a lot they can really do. I'm sorry for that. They feel like there's a lot they can really do, but like Thunderstorm just needs to pick a target and ult. They have until Jinx has 3
Yeah,
items.
they're probably like, guys, we're down 3 towers and several kills. We're not in this game. But if, like from our point of view, where we can see the gold count, there have not been. They've only been 2K behind.
Count. Jinx has 60 CS and an item lead, and a whole item lead on Sivir. Yasuo is about equal to Vel'Koz, but Vel'Koz is 3-1 and with good CS. He hurts. And they're just not trusting him. Jace is bot side right now. And I think he gets matched by 3 members of their team. Did you meet his ult?
Oops.
Lost
Fight!
chapter used as bait.
Fight them now. Oh my
I think
god! That
Yeah.
poor squishy little Yumi eats a crit and takes almost half of his health.
I think Yumi has 1,000 HP.
Oh, that's adorable.
So,
I want to know how much health Yumi has. I don't know if I can while
you can't
they're
watch it
attached.
quick.
No, we can.
1,022. I was
1022.
so close.
I mean, I'd say you got it right. I mean, 22 to, oh wait, they're going in. Raging Armadillo getting engaged on. Bromson getting engaged on. They're going ham for Raging Armadillo, but Pancakes, it flips
There you
and
go.
gets fed into Skarl. And Skarl's going to pick up the kill with some crits and that static shift damage. Extra crispy here now to help pick up the Skelly and Revenchrist fighting 1v1 in the bot lane. Stun goes on to Revenchrist. Skelly's ultimate is now down. Revenchrist, you could probably take this fight,
Right.
but he's gonna be backing away. There are 4 members onto this Baron. There are 3 members here to defend it. One of them does happen to be Vel'Koz, pretty good champion for defending this kind of thing, throwing down the ultimate, putting down a lot of damage, heals, and the passive coming out onto Pancakes 2 OP though.
the pink
He's getting
ward.
healed so much. There's a pink ward in the bit in there. Skarner comes in, but he doesn't steal it. It goes to 751. He's unable to smite steal it. He's trying to put down some damage. Poke comes out from. Ooh, Vid might be in trouble. He can jump to Bromson. They do throw out a number of skill shots. They deal a lot of damage there,
Lot
and
of
they're going to
slows.
get away. Revenchrist might be in trouble if he sticks around for much longer. Baron, are not able to steal it with a smite. That is unfortunate for them. They are not in a good position in terms of like where they are in the jungle there to keep Bromson and Raging Armadillo safe from Pancakes and Skarl.
Absolutely. I
Things
think in
not
that
going their way.
scenario-
Now they're in trouble. Until now, this game
Yeah.
has been very in their grasp, and it has been honestly on their lack of confidence.
Yeah,
for
no,
why
like
things have not gone their way.
And I mean, like Thunderstorm just doesn't have like, hey guys, we're going. This is my call. I have
Yes.
the buttons. He has Predator. He has Righteous Glory.
Yeah, Predator, Righteous Glory, Flash, Ult,
Anything, just
Yeah.
something. They have
summon your chutzpah.
exactly. Yasuo has a QSS. That is the only member on their team that is a bad person to ultimate. You probably shouldn't drag the ulting kin into your team. But that's a different story. Right now, they're pressuring bot side. Jace being shoved back as they're trying to catch anyone.
I really think if they were grouped as 5 and Pancakes went hard to try to set up a kill for Skarl,
They had a good chance of winning.
but wait.
Oh.
But Thunderstorm ults Pancakes. I think they kill Pancakes before he flips anybody.
Absolutely. Like not now. I think it's too late. Like I think
No,
Pancakes-
now might be too late. I'm saying like in that last fight there, right? Like if
Absolutely.
they had been positioned a little bit more ready for that, if Pancakes tried to run past Thunderstorm and the team goes, all right, kill Pancakes,
Right.
ult him, chain that into Flame Chompers,
Yep.
you have like Raging Armadillo and Bromson melting him. I think Pancakes dies before getting to do anything.
Absolutely.
And then things look really good for them after he's gone.
And right now they have Kennen in the top side, and they actually need to be careful here because Thunderstorm does have the flash ult available. He hasn't used it yet, but he does have it. Jinx just massacring these waves. That is a 3-item Jinx on your team, and you are not winning.
Oh, the missile lands on Revenkreist, could be in trouble. Eats some boomerang damage. Revenkreist getting really low.
But more importantly, that's 5 having to match as Kennen's like, guys, hold up. I'm going.
Yeah, all right, we've got Skarl split pushing in the bot lane. We've got Kennen, Skelly.
This is
split
so
pushing in
good.
the top lane.
I am so impressed with how
They've got
special
a
characters.
1-3-1 going right now. And here comes Pancakes flashing into the backside on the bottom. They see Raging Armadillo. They blow him up with a flash flip. Thunderstorm, take notes.
It was a single game.
This is what you gotta do.
and literally-
Thunderstorm trying to go onto Skelly here, getting kited away from. The red turret is destroyed. This mid one's gonna be going down in short order as well. Looks like Kennen is heading towards the mid lane here to help out the team. He's chasing them out. The ultimate comes out, it kills Vid. He might be going down as well. He goes into stasis to keep himself alive. Thunderstorm gets flipped. Ooh, Darth Niner might go down to the turret there. No, he is gonna survive. Double kill over to Skelly as he cleans up Thunderstorm after he comes out of stasis. They pick up the top and bot inhibitor. The mid tower still alive. Flash comes out from the Revenkreist. He picks up a kill but
That's
goes
game.
down for it.
Go in.
Now that he's, they're going for the third inhibitor now. They've picked up all 3 inhibs. They've got 4 members here. The ultimate from Raging Armadillo not going to pick anybody up. He's getting jumped on with Pancakes OP. He gets flipped. He doesn't even need the ult. Skarl is going to, actually the kill goes to Pancakes, but the damage comes from Skarl. They are flashing in. They're trying to CC. Bromson's throwing down what he can. Bromson does not have his ultimate though. That's what he would need to try to save the day. And the Nexus goes down. That's going to be the game 2 over to the game 1 winners. This goes to special characters. That's going to be the series. They're going to be moving on in the
Absolutely.
Summer Splash.
They had the significantly worse comp, but they executed it so much more confidently. Pancakes like, guys, look, we're gonna kill Jinx. I'm not sure what's gonna happen in my back line, but I'll be damned if Scarlet aren't gonna kill the Jinx. And there's nothing they could do. Thunderstorm didn't ult. They didn't push their buttons. They had the tools necessary. It just never happened. Thunderstorm just way too hesitant to pull that trigger.
And for a very, very long time in that game until that fight near Baron where Raging Armadillo got picked,
Right.
there was only a 2k gold lead tops,
And
which
most-
is very doable to come back
Absolutely,
from.
especially when
And-
all the gold on your team is on Jinx.
Is on Jinx,
Oh.
yeah. And I think what we also mentioned, if Pancakes, one of his engages had gotten grabbed by Thunderstorm,
He dies.
He would get melted
Right,
by
but
Jinx and Bromson.
Before he finishes
Yeah.
2 defensive items, dude's toast.
Yeah, he would be
he's
dead.
just a big
And
squishy
so
health bot.
it was really frustrating to watch. Revenkreist had a really some unfortunate. He made some bad decisions because of getting unlucky, and it kind of snowballed. Right, he kind of ran into that situation at level 1, got killed, decides to teleport top, but then. Without really thinking it all the way through, that just draws more attention to him top lane because now he doesn't have flash or teleport.
Absolutely.
Draws another kill onto him. Kennen has a 2-kill lead, so even though he'd win the 1v1, dies again. Now he's 0-3, and things
Yep.
are looking real bad for him top lane.
Yeah, but that is going to make our winners moving on
Yes.
to the next losers bracket final game.
Yes.
Next week.
Yeah, so the winners of today will be playing next week. The winner of that match will be playing the loser of the final winners bracket match.
And then
the winner of that match goes to the finals.
Gotcha. And this is the end of Tortellini Ordinance.
Yes,
They
this
had a
is the
long
end
run.
of Tortellini Ordinance.
I love
and a
saying
good
that
run.
name. I just take every opportunity
It's
possible
a
to
good
say
name.
their
Tortellini Ordinance. I like it.
It's great.
But they had a good run. It's going to end today. Special characters are going to cut it short. And
True.
they'll be moving on. They'll be playing against Return the Middle Sticks Platinum Division next week.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see who moves on to try to finish out the losers bracket. If either of them, right?
Right, exactly.
So one of them would win, but then could lose to whoever is the final matchup from the winners bracket.
Right.
So maybe one of them, maybe neither of them. We'll see.
True.
We'll
But
see. But yeah, that's going to be it. So thanks for watching. That's it for week 5. Week 6 is next week for both uncapped and platinum capped. And then the finals and grand finals, if there are any, will be the weekend after that. And that'll be it for the Summer Splash.
Sounds awesome.
So yeah, keep an eye out on the website, follow the bracket, and we might be doing another Teamfight Tactics tournament soon too.
Yes,
So throwing
joy.
that in there. So That's it for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Aloha. Because I think that also means goodbye. Yes, it also means goodbye. Aloha. Oh, God. Let's get this. Let's get this gone. No, I know. I heard me. Yeah.